Rahul Gandhi, Indian National Congress leader, today in Shillong while attending election rally, accuses BJP of hijacking institutions like judiciary, election commission, media, parliament and bureaucracy, and said that these institutions are under pressure of being attacked by the ideology of RSS and BJP. Gandhi also slams BJP for refusing to accept India's multiple idea, religion and communities. Speaking about the Meghalaya, Gandhi accused government for multiple corruption in the state.
And the reason we were forced to do this was because the BJP and the RSS, who are running the government in India today, have captured every single institution of the Indian state. Whether it is parliament, or it is the media, it is the bureaucracy, the election commission, the judiciary, all these institutions are under pressure, are being attacked by the ideology of the RSS and the BJP. And basically, they refuse to accept that India has multiple ideas. That India is not one idea, not one community, not one language, not one religion. But India is many, many different ideas, many different religions, many different communities, many different languages, many different cultures. Of course, you also know the history of the TMC. You know the violence that takes place in Bengal. You know the scams, the Sharda scams that have taken place. So you're aware of their tradition. They came to Goa, spent huge amounts of money in Goa, and the idea was to help the BJP. And this is exactly the idea in Meghalaya. The idea is to ensure, the TMC's idea in Meghalaya is to ensure that the BJP is strengthened and they come to power. With regards to governance in the state, you're aware of what has been happening. You've been seeing the corruption that is taking place. Today we were having a conversation in the car about the dome of the assembly, and the leaders were telling me that, look, they were building the dome of the assembly and the dome of the assembly collapsed. And I asked them jokingly a question. I said, but did it collapse by mistake, or did they collapse it purposely so they could rebuild it? And they laughed and said, oh, we never thought about that. Maybe they collapsed it on purpose so they could rebuild it and spend some more money rebuilding the dome. The same thing happened during COVID. So when the state required support, protection, the government was busy stealing money that was owed to the people of Meghalaya, to the people who died as a result of COVID. Then there was the rice scam, where almost 1 lakh bags of rice that were meant for the PDS of Meghalaya were found in Assam. And of course, the illegal coal scam, where over 13 lakh metric tons of coal has been mined illegally, and 650 crores have been taken away from you. Speaking again about the BJP, you know the communal polarization that they create. You know about the anti-conversion bill in Karnataka. You see on television the mob lynchings that take place. You understand exactly what they're trying to do. You must have heard a few days ago, I made a speech in Parliament and I asked the Prime Minister some direct questions. I asked the Prime Minister about his relationship with Mr. Adani. We're talking about corruption in Meghalaya. So I'd like to also mention corruption at the center, which is at a scale that has probably never been seen ever in Indian history before. One businessman, close friend of the Prime Minister, goes from being the 609th richest man in the world to the second richest man in the world. Matter of years. He owns the ports, the airports, he does construction, he dominates the defense industry, he dominates the apple trade in Himachal Pradesh. Every single business is open to him, he has access to it. Why? Because he is close to the Prime Minister. And I asked this question to the Prime Minister. I stated all the facts. I showed how, without having any experience in the airport business, Mr. Adani gets the most profitable airports in the country. He gets Bombay Airport, which is the most valuable airport in the country. And he gets it after the people running the Bombay Airport are pressurized with the CBI and with the ED. He controls the defense relationship with Israel. Whenever the Prime Minister goes abroad, Mr. Adani gets a gift. Prime Minister goes to Bangladesh, Mr. Adani gets a gift. Prime Minister goes to Australia, Mr. Adani gets a gift. Prime Minister goes to Sri Lanka, Mr. Adani gets a gift. In fact, in Sri Lanka, a gentleman who was involved clearly stated